Hi, my name is Andrew Smith, and I'm here to discuss the amazing offer right now that has been offered by the FinGroup of companies. The FinGroup of companies currently comprising of 15 different business entities, 2 of which you are already a part of, namely AllQuotes and BuyDirect. So most of you that have purchased your license through BuyDirect or AllQuotes, whenever you bought it, whether it's a year ago or yesterday, you would know that the returns have been phenomenal. You've had great growth in the organization, the license offering pricing has increased, or the value of your license has increased. Your monthly rebate, the income that you're receiving month on month, has also grown. But all good things sometimes come to an end, or they come to the space that we need to change. And if you know anything about big business, you'll know that initially you can have a lot of investment coming in. There's a tremendous amount of growth, but we need to steady the ship. And the steadying of the ship means that the license payouts, the payout that you're getting monthly, might not grow at the same pace. So today is just about talking about some alternatives, talking about the vision of the organization, where it's going to be going over the next 6 to 12 months, and also the growth that's projected in terms of the FinGroup of companies. So this is a short introduction into FinGroup. FinGroup currently has 15 businesses under its umbrella. Some of them, as I said, is AllQuotes and BuyDirect. Some of the other companies under the umbrella: Diamond Fin, Simonier, the One Stop Furniture Shop, the Fortune Hub, AllQuotes, which we've mentioned, DealerFin, ProMobile, Zultec and Zultec Express, CMS, JVL, the Rudy Bryson Promotions Company, and of course eEscrow. These are all the 15 companies under the current FinGroup of companies. Now, as you know, you are already a part of AllQuotes and BuyDirect. You are already receiving a yield per month, which is fantastic. It's now the opportunity to double the size of that offering, to increase your wealth base. At the moment, you know that your revenue comes in, but there has to be a time when the company needs to stabilize, which now means AllQuotes and BuyDirect will start spreading their businesses, creating more of an asset base, start building the company internally to stabilize and make sure that your income is secured. But in doing so, it means that the current growth that you've had is going to plateau. It has to plateau. You can't just keep on, having higher and higher returns month on month on month. It's just not sustainable. So the company's now at a point where it's saying, okay, we need to look in another direction. We need to grow the base differently, and hence the reason they've decided to form part of or become part of the FinGroup of companies. So today's talk is about talking about how you can, without too much effort, actually change across and become a shareholder in the FinGroup of companies. So you already own a license. Your license has a value. As at right now, today, the 1st of April, your license is valued at 55,000 Rand, irrespective of the payments that you have already received and irrespective of what you paid for your license. It's currently today valued at 55,000 Rand. Now, the beauty of that is the FinGroup has brought AllQuotes and BuyDirect in, and today are offering you an opportunity to be able to convert what you have right now, that 55,000 Rand per license value, into a share into the FinGroup of companies. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, firstly, when you're investing in a portfolio, you want to find a company that has diverse interests, diverse companies, and not just one company under their umbrella. Why would we want to do that? While in any intentionally congruent business model, your primary focus is to try and find a company that almost has its own economy. It creates its own business within itself. And the FinGroup very magically has gone and put that together. You today have an opportunity to be able to convert what you have, the 55,000 Rands worth of license, into a 1 Rand ratio, and become a 55,000 shares ownership in the FinGroup of companies, and that's per license that you have. So let me run quickly through the differences between a limited company and a public company, just so that you know the difference. Well, obviously, a limited or a private company, they can do whatever they want. You don't have access to that information. You're not allowed to go and ask because they don't have to tell you. If they want to, they can. But in a public company, obviously everything is transparent. Corporate governance kicks into place. It's a whole different type of business model, and you as a shareholder in a company like that may ask questions anytime you like as to what's happening with your money in that company. You also can question where the money is being spent, and obviously if there's no growth, it's up to you. You can come and find out what is happening. Private company, you can't do that. listed company you can. So you're going to be able to not only convert your current license value into a share offering, but you can also now become part of a company that has more corporate governance, transparency, and of course is open listed. So it's an opportunity to take your eggs out of one basket and spread them across a portfolio platform. The visionaries and founders of the company, you already know them. They created All Quotes, they created BuyDirect, and now have put together the FinGroup, which is a whole group of companies. So let's just talk quickly about the FinGroup. In terms of growth, you have already experienced wonderful growth and potential. The FinGroup now offers you the opportunity to have a share dividend per month and also own a share, which obviously has a value on its own. In terms of growth, the asset base is slightly different because now you own a share in the asset base as well, so dividend and asset, which is amazing. The FinGroup opened its doors officially on the 1st of April 2015, obviously being a publicly listed company out in the stock exchange. Collectively, in terms of value, the FinGroup is already valued at 320 million rand. As I said, they have 15 businesses. It's a public company with corporate governance. The projections for the FinGroup over the next 3 years are as follows. As at the 28th of February 2016, which is effectively 10 months from today, the after-tax profit is projected at 50,841,191 rand and 87 cents. That is as at 28th of February 2016. That's the after-tax profit, and the share value today is valued at 1 rand per share. 1 year after that, in other words, the 28th of February 2017, that after-tax profit is projected to have grown to 252,015,225 rand and 87 cents. The share value at 20% per annum, your share has grown from 1 rand per share to a value of 1 rand 20 per share. So it's grown by 20%. 1 year from then, in other words, the 28th of February 2018, your after-tax profit in the FinGroup, these are based on the 15 companies that we have presently. So obviously there'll be companies joining and growing and being added within the next 2 to 3 years. So this is just based on the 15 for now. So this will be much higher, is 470,346,405 rand and 6 cents, and your share value has increased, obviously at 20% per annum, pushing it now to 1 rand 44 per share. So your increase is twofold. Number one is your share value has increased, and your estimated profit margins have increased. So in other words, your monthly dividend will increase as well. So the 4 options available to you as a BuyDirect or All Quotes licensee are as follows. Number one is to convert your current license into a straight share ownership process. In other words, the 55,000 rand that your license is worth, each license you can convert to 55,000 shares at 1 rand per share in the FinGroup of companies. That's option number one. Option number two is you can convert a portion of your licenses into shares. In other words, let's just say you own 10 licenses at 55,000. You might say, look, I want to keep 2 licenses, keep the revenue from the 2 licenses, and then convert 8 of them. That would mean obviously 8 times 55,000 would be the number of shares that you would then own in the FinGroup of companies. Option number 3, you keep all your licenses as they stand right now, and then you purchase shares, if there are still any shares available, into the FinGroup of companies at 1 rand per share. Now, I know there was a discount on the 1st of April, and you'll need to check with your broker if that has changed. But as it stands right now, today, it is 1 rand per share to purchase into the FinGroup right now. And that is to keep your current licenses and then purchase as well. And of course, the 4th option is to make no changes. You keep your licenses, everything stays the same, your dividend comes in the same way as it was before, and you don't purchase any shares in the company, so there's no change. In other words, you've watched this video, you got to this point, you're saying, that's it, I'm done, I don't want to do anything else. So option number 1, convert your current licenses. Option number 2, convert a portion of your licenses. Option number 3, keep all your current licenses and purchase shares in the FinGroup. Or option number 4, as I mentioned, is make no change. Everything stays the same. So the offer is valid 1st of April onwards. It is obviously with the FinGroup. It is only available to those people that are part of All Quotes and Buy Direct. We're not accepting outside investors at this point. So your income obviously changes. You now have a dividend in terms of dividend offer. So as at 1st of April, the first dividend payout will be 6 months from the 1st of April, 6 months of the first dividend payout, and thereafter every quarter. In other words, every 3 months thereafter, your dividend will be paid. So the first 6 months will be the holding period, and your dividend will be paid out 6 months from the 1st of April, and thereafter it'll be every 3 months. Obviously, as the income grows, as the company grows, your dividend grows, and your shareholdership will increase, or your share value will increase. And that's really the value in converting what you have into a share option rather than a license offer. So, as I said, dividends are paid quarterly. The value, just to reiterate, your allocated value of your license today, 55,000 Rand per license. And that will give you 55,000 shares. So if you paid 50,000 Rand last week for a license, you are experiencing an immediate 10% growth on your money. Literally, you make a decision and you've made 10% off the cuff. So just some facts which will come up on the screen. The value of the share is 1 Rand. The purchase on the 1st of April was 75 cents per share. If you purchased extra shares, you will need to check with your broker whether that offer is still available. Obviously, the allocation of shares that can be purchased on the day is 20 million shares in total. And as a shareholder on a converted license, you'll have automatic access to those license holders who don't purchase or convert. So if there's other shareholders or licensees that haven't converted, you may then purchase their shares as well. Now, each license conversion, as we said, is 55,000. No matter what price you paid for it, it remains 55,000. The license has been sold, or your license value has been sold to the FinGroup for 55,000. And irrespective of how much money you've been paid out, it doesn't matter whether you've been paid 1 Rand or 1,000,000 Rand, the money that you've been paid stays yours and is not factored into this process. So the value of the conversion remains the same. So the shares not taken up will be offered on the 1st of April at 75 cents per share. The cutoff is 1st of April, 5 p.m. If you're watching this after the 1st of April, chat to the broker that you dealt with and see what the offer is right now. Obviously, if you do elect to buy more shares, payment must be done within 14 days of the 1st of April, and you have to show proof that the funds are in fact available. Now, the question that came up is, may I purchase extra shares? In other words, let's just say you've got 10 licenses and you want to buy extra shares after conversion. Well, they've opened up an offer that you may, the ratio is 8,000 to 1. In other words, if you own 1 license, you may purchase 8,000 Rands worth of shares from the FinGroup. In other words, if you had 10 licenses, you could then effectively purchase 80,000 Rands worth of shares at 75 cents on the 1st of April. Once again, please check with your broker and see whether that pricing is still available. If not, it will be valued at 1 Rand per share as at. The dividends, as we said, is paid out 6 months down the road for the first payout, quarterly thereafter. And obviously the money, there's no extra risk. Your money has already been invested. You're not taking any more out if you're not purchasing shares. So have a chat to your broker. Find out whether the broker can help you out. Get some more information. Once you've been on here, click the link below and then get some more information. But we're absolutely excited, completely and utterly fired up, and we're looking forward to helping you do the conversion from your license holdership to a share option in FinGroup.